My name is Andrea Hutchison. My husband, Ed Hutchison, and I have three children, Melissa, Teresa, and Nicholas. They're all out of the house. So I have to work. I don't have to work. I love to work. I do my job. Um, I was born and raised in California, a product of migrant farm workers. We did farm work in Fresno picking grapes, Hollister picking apricots, cutting apricots, and then coming back to Cork Run to pick cotton, chop cotton. So I grew up in the migrant setting, not knowing I was migrant, because neighborhood children uh, in the area where I grew up also did the same thing. We didn't realize we were poor because no one had anything. So neither did we. So we didn't feel like we were missing out on anything. We knew there was television, but we didn't get a television until I was a senior in high school, I think. Yeah. So winter times we did things like we sewed and read and things such as that. But we had family things to do. Scary stories that my mom said. We listened to the radio. There were stories on radio that we listened to. The Whistler, and I can't remember every one of them, but nonetheless, we grew up listening to radio and not watching television. Uh, when my husband and I got married, we moved back to New Jersey.
Just real quickly, would you mind talking a little bit? You mentioned poor. Could you? Is there anything you would mind getting into? Just about some of the conditions about the have not part of it.
Well, I made my clothes. I learned to sew very early because that's what we did most of the time. We just bought inexpensive material and I made my clothes. I got good enough where other friends asked me to do them. They'd give me a couple of dollars to help, to sew for them. And for Christmas, that's what we got. We got fruit and some nuts. Uh, Being the youngest of the family, I got a couple of toys, maybe a doll or a teddy bear or something like that. But that was it. And then we provide 3 meals a day. We provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a snack in between. A lot of our kids in the summertime live in hotels or live in poor, very poor conditions in farms. They're uh, some have slept in cars, and I can say they do sleep in cars. They have housing for men. Most of the housing is geared for men, not for families. But families have to eat too.